My mom was a liberal. She worked in the food stamp office in Houston. She used to express her frustration about how some people wouldn't qualify for food stamps because they didn't have a cooking platform in the place that they were renting. And they couldn't legally, at that time, this is in the 1970s, hand out food stamps to. And she used to fight against that, against the power that had these rules. My mom was an active liberal. She actually went out there and did stuff. She worked in the school attendance office. She was very frustrated that the power was the establishment. The establishment was not liberal at the time, particularly the establishment in Houston. Eventually, when they gained power, they were going to get even. I can't speak for her because my mom was passed. Sure, she would be of the type that would say, once I get power, I'm going to give all the money to these poor people who need food stamps. We can't deny them food. And she was Catholic. And she went to church. When the church came out against abortion, actually fought against that in the church, and they finally removed her from the women's group. She was the old-fashioned liberal. And my whole point is, the difference between the old-fashioned liberal and the new liberal is the old-fashioned liberal were powerless, and they fought against the system. These liberals over time in the 80s and 90s have now gained power. They're looking for retribution. They're giving away everything to immigrants in their country. They're giving away everything to other countries. They're giving away what they perceive to be the power in this country, getting even. They're getting their retribution. In the 70s, there was nothing wrong with being liberal. One of the big things that liberals used to fight for, they said, was free speech, because they were not in the power, and they knew their use of their free speech was a speaking truth to power. It would beat power. As soon as the liberals gained power and took over institutions of the country, the first thing that they go after is free speech, because they want to retain the power. And the liberals have evolved from being a advocate for the small person and free speech to being a authoritarian, we've got to shut you down kind of atmosphere. And that's what's turned liberalism to the liberalism of today, which is authoritarianism, shutting down people and retribution and getting even, reparations. It's all about getting even. Evolution of liberalism to using their authority is where they've become criminals. That's why I will never be a liberal. I'll remain being a normal person.